The same thing to me.
All right. Ooh, almost put that up. Okay. Is Uncle RJ still working down there? Tell him to place an order. You gotta place an order for pizza. I don't need you next to this. The smell. I don't want you to not the smell or whatever. It's nothing. Tell him we can order a pizza. All right? Whoa. Man, I think I need to add more. Hey, hey guys, hey, welcome to our Wisconsin flip. We're on a tight budget. We're kind of almost at the end, and I'm just over here patching this wall. We've had a lot of good things happen on this project, but I'm just over here patching a hole. I think the people that used to live in this house. Well, let me tell you the story that I got from the neighbor. The neighbors here told me basically that the gentleman that used to own this house was a veteran. I'm a veteran too, so kind of cool. But the story goes that he has such a soft heart, and he, kind of just let a lot of people into his house. He's like one of those owner-occupied rent, I would say like homeowners, landlords, if you want to call it that. So they lived in this house with him, but I think when he was evicting some of them, they just kind of destroyed this house. They just put a bunch of holes in the walls, literally stabbings. They literally stabbed holes in this wall, in these walls. So, but I'm really excited to show you guys this new skill that I've learned out of necessity. I've learned how to mud using joint compound. So that's what I'm doing with this plaster wall here. I typically don't do this. I usually hire people, but things are a bit kind of tough, and we need to make things work. So here I am. It didn't look as crazy when I did it in the other room, but now in this one, since I've been talking, the compound is a fast setting compound. So it takes it it hardens in 5 minutes, so I got to keep moving. So I'm kind of multitasking. But anyway, the gentleman was, he's a veteran, and people took advantage of him in his house, or that's the story the neighbors are saying. But we found needles here, and this is not compared to this part of the Duluth area. This is not a bad neighborhood at all. This is mostly homeowners, but he just had some bad luck, I guess. So you can't really blame the neighborhood in a sense, but yeah, he just had some bad luck. I think that's the best way. And he eventually had to foreclose on this house. That's the story the neighbors are telling me. You never know what someone's dealing with, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna be patching holes today. That's my job. I have my brother downstairs. He's my brother and son. They're downstairs and they're just kind of patching or stain blocking some of the woodwork here so we can paint over it. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm grateful for those who are watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Please do. I'll keep bringing you guys more content like this. But yeah. So this is kind of like I think this would be sort of like my 7th flip. And I'll have to tell you that I've never had to do any of this work. So this is like a next level learning for me on how to do some of this stuff. So, but because of this, by me doing this, we're saving a ton of money. Patching the walls and, getting things ready. I have to put some water in here, else it's gonna harden up. So this is really how this entire year has been kind of going as far as like flipping goes. It's just like things are just overpriced. I'm not complaining. Not a lot of people can have the opportunity or enough, you can say privilege or whatever you want to call it, to be able to flip houses. That's most people's dream. So I'm not complaining. I'm also grateful that I have like the physical ability to be able to do this. A lot of people don't, but this year has been one of those years where things, you just gotta work through things. And that's what I'm doing, is just striving for excellence, not just letting little roadblocks, or setbacks stop me from my goal. So grateful for those of you who have subscribed, and the more subscriptions I get, the more motivated I am to share more of my life with you guys. Very grateful. And I know a lot of you probably don't know that I'm an amputee too. That's a whole nother storyline, but I'm an Iraq and Afghanistan vet. I've been flipping for years now. I usually don't touch the work for obviously some obvious reasons, like the physical work of flipping. But this year has been a little different. I've been lucky enough to be stronger this year, and confident enough to be doing this too. So there's that. So yeah, appreciate y'all watching from wherever you're watching from. Yeah, but I'll keep patching this wall. That's what I'm doing. I've patched 2 walls like this already. It's looking good. Hi everybody. Thanks for saying hi. Please subscribe. Thank you for the championship medal, prizes. Thank you for the well wishes. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll keep mudding. I'm almost done with this wall here. I need to go make some more, so I'll be right back. Uh, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Yeah, if you've been watching, guys, just know that you've been following what I've been posting, on here. You know that I'm doing 2 flips right now. There's a flip that I'm doing I call the 30-acre flip. That one is nearly done. I am just at the finish line with that one. I'm gonna put it on the market. Airbnb, Verbal, Booking.com. I'm going to put it on the market for people to rent, and we'll keep having fun with it. And yeah, you heard right. It is 30 acres. I enjoy that place. That's been really tough too, but we pulled through. It's just a couple things on the outside, like painting the deck, for example, which is not the hardest thing to do, but it takes time. So painting the deck is one of my things I have to do there, and then it's also fixing a garage door. I don't have to do this other one, I don't have to do the other one. The other thing I have to do is really making sure that I have some lights to the garage, working lights. The working lights will help me have some lights when people pull up in the front of the house, because it's kind of ghost town when people pull up right now. So that's what I'm trying to solve over there by doing the garage. And I just spoke with the electricians today. They're swamped. For this project, it's like pulling teeth up here. I love the Superior, Wisconsin area. The people here are fantastic. They've embraced us. As soon as they've embraced us up here. I'm just not used to the speed of how things move up here. Things move a little slower than I'm used to up here in the Superior, Wisconsin area. I'm used to being able to schedule all my contractors and schedule everybody as soon as I get a project under contract. But up here, it took me months to be able to get my entire team squared away. And it wasn't even, because most of the things I was trying to do, obviously, that were predicated on licenses and polling permits and different things that I couldn't do myself. Took a long time to get that set up, which is what we do in the cities as well. Cities, which is Twin Cities, Minnesota. But over here, people move at a different pace. And because there's not as many contractors and people living here, it just takes a while. And another thing too it's pretty obvious. This part of the country is vacation country. So people who live here enjoy the lifestyle of being able to fish, living outdoors. So they just have a different mentality, which is like fishing and recreation. they take more time to relax than we do down there in the cities for sure, because they have like the beautiful Lake Superior here. They have a lot of great things. So, yeah, I want to keep. If you just tuned in, feel free to subscribe, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you've just tuned in, I haven't done a live here in a long time up here at our WisconsinFlip. Is what we call it online. I haven't done a live here for a while. I'll be showing you guys the progress we've made and some of the things that I'm not satisfied with, but but was unnecessary evil. I'll show you guys that here shortly. So it's just one of those things, you just gotta roll with it, you know? Can't get mad that you're not getting your way, or that what you thought would happen when you were sitting at your desk running your numbers, and you can't be mad about that. So you just gotta kind of roll with it, you know? It's like, I'm sure a lot of people say this, but it's like there's a difference between what you think is going to happen and what actually ends up happening. Whether you're doing real estate flipping, whether you're just planning to go grocery shopping, for example, or whatever, or preparing for a day at the park. Like, there's a lot of things that you can't control. So right now I'm controlling the controllables, which one of my controllables is to actually get in here and do this stuff. So I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah. One of the things I say when I get in trouble and when things get hard is I'm not going to sit down and let it take me over. So I'm not going to take it sitting down is what I usually say. So, all right. That's what I normally say, is like, I'm not going to let something take me over. Just sit there and let it happen. So with this flip right now, it's been difficult, but we've been pushing through. And it's almost close to the finish line. We got a lot to do, but I can see it I can already see it at the end in the finish line. But if we're actually able to walk through here, you would say it's not even close. But in my mind, it's almost done. And that's what keeps me going. So yeah, I always say, in life and in business, it's very important to remember that the entire point is to stay in business. So when it comes to this project, the entire point for me is to stay in business, stay the course, keep working on all the controllables, keep doing the best that I can with the things that I can't control, and that's what's got us here to this point of this project. We are at the last stage, and you know, when you're almost done, everything starts to happen. Everything that you don't like, and it starts to be painful because you can see the end, but you still have a lot of work to do. So that's where we are right now. In a second here, once I'm done with this wall, I'm going to bring you guys around the house to show you what's going on. please subscribe again if you've just tuned in. I'm running 2 flips right now. One in northern Minnesota, the other in northern Wisconsin. So I'm pretty busy. And on top of that, I run another business doing case management work. I'm a father of 3 kids. I'm a son. Just like many of you, there's a lot of hats that you wear, but I'm running these 2 flips and I'm having a lot of fun, even when it gets tough. I have to remember that I brought this on. I chose this, right? I'm also a military veteran. If I haven't said that, I'm an amputee, Iraq and Afghanistan vet. I'm just living the dream. Even when it gets tough, just living the dream. So that's what you'll see on my channel. If you don't like seeing that, then find someone else that's selling flowers or something. Although I like the garden too, so that's another thing. And most of the videos I watch online are about to distract me. So I'm watching people garden. I'm watching a little bit of some of the soccer notifications from the World Cup. When I'm not doing that, I'm knee deep in business work, managing Airbnbs. So yeah, this wall is about done. I just need to skim right over it, keep it smooth. So yeah, do subscribe, guys. Do subscribe. It means a great deal to me. And I'll keep working on making more content for you guys. If you haven't seen most of any of the things I've posted in here, this is your first time tuning in here. I don't know how to ignore. Looks like I left and then came back in. Or I had to come back in. I think the system kicked me out. But I'm almost done with this wall. As you can see, I tell my sons, at least the ones that are old enough to know, I'll tell them this African saying, which is like, how do you eat an elephant? Piece by piece. So that's kind of how I do most things that are hard. It's just day by day, piece by piece, one step, one foot in front of the other. That's the way I live. So that's the way I live. And yeah, and you can see this wall is almost done. I just need to smooth it out, get some looser joint compound in here. And yeah, there was a big hole in that wall. For those of you who have just joined, there's a giant hole in that wall right there. And I've patched it up with some joint compound. If you've never used it, it's like a 5-minute sand or something like that. I'll bring the package up for you guys to see it. I don't think I'm supposed to show you guys like a product or anything on here, but this is the product. It's like easy sand, like and it says 5. Yeah, this is my first time doing something like this. And the way I figured it out, guys, was just thinking about how to, when you have clay, like when you're playing with clay, how do you make it smoother? And that's what I did. It's just like figuring out how thick of a spot I wanted to cover. And I just kind of figured out the consistency. I was really kind of getting a little nutty about like perfection on this. And because I really don't like doing this. But as I get older, I realize that I'm actually pretty good at this kind of manual work. You know, more than I think I am. So, and then not even just that I'm good at it, that I can be good at it, I should say. I also just enjoy it. It kind of is a way to kind of, it's kind of a good distraction from a lot of things, but try not to be super distracted all the time. But this is a great place to kind of get lost and get things done. You know, I'm all about being productive. That's my MO. That's what most of my content on Facebook is about, is being productive, focusing on the things you can do rather than the things you can't. Very stoic, but practical, frankly. Yeah, but I'm almost done with that wall, and I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to walk you guys around this house and show you all the good things we've done, all the hard work we've done, and all the things that are still left despite our best efforts. It's just a lot of money that we're spending here. And even with that, you know, just a very slow moving, market up here that I'm used to. People are fantastic. They just move at a different pace than I'm used to. So just a little bit slower than I'm used to. Well, we'll make it work. It's like uneven. It's trying to, ooh, yeah. I suppose I could sand it instead of trying to make it perfect. Just like let it set and sand it. And that'll do it. So that's how I did it. Hopefully it dries nicely and I can get a sander, rough sander, just kind of smooth this out and put another nice coat on here. I might need to put another smooth coat on this thing because I don't want to work too hard tomorrow as far as trying to get that to look nice. One of the things about this place is there's just a lot of holes in the walls. Like, just holes in little keyholes, like, or you say nail holes. Yeah, that's how you say it, just like nail holes, pop holes, or whatever. Just, it's driving me crazy. Because they're so small, and you can't get all of them, even if you try. There you go, I got that hole. But hey guys, let me take a minute, and tomorrow I'll be here on Saturday. I'm gonna go live again on Saturday, guys. And when I do go live on Saturday, I'll walk through this whole place with you guys and show you just all the work we've done and all the things that still have to be done. So I'll walk through everything at that point because I feel like that would be a great point to pause from. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I gotta keep working, or else I would. I gotta add more here, or else I would walk you guys around. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm gonna go live again on Saturday. Appreciate you guys. Thanks. How do you end the live? I'm trying to figure out how to turn off my live, but if you're in here, I'll just keep going until I can figure out how to end it. Oh yeah, I do have it. I do have the. Let me see here. Oh, that's just only to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go mix more mudding, and I'm gonna make it looser this time to kind of give a smooth coat. I feel like I've gotten really good at mixing. Really good at mixing it, doing a thicker consistency, but I'm not as good as, or good with a thinner one. RJ. All right. If you're still here, I want to show you guys something real quick. I gotta let this joint compound harden a little bit. So let's have a little fun. Let me show you. So I'm gonna bring you through this house. So here's the thing that really has made me makes me feel some type of way. Let's just say that. So when we bought this house, we didn't know that they didn't have any heat on the upper level. You can see that I'm on the top level looking down. We didn't really know that they didn't have heat on here. We just thought it was a given. Only to find out that none of these rooms, these 3 rooms up here, had any heat supply. None. I did a video on this, and when I first got here, I noticed that there used to be some sort of radiator heating right there, and radiators were up here before, but they were taken out. You can see one was put right there. So I didn't think much of it, but now that we're nearing the end of this, where we're just putting finishing touches on things, yeah, we had to. Then I realized just about a month ago, or maybe 2 months ago, I couldn't figure out the right strategy to bring heat here. And yeah, this was the solution. The solution was to have like a giant contraption in I think the prettiest part of the house. We put this big metal ducting supply line right in the middle of the hallway, the prettiest part. But I think it'll make the house look unique. We're gonna paint over it, of course. Let me know, guys, if you think I should, highlight the fact that this is here, or if I should just blend it in with the color of the background here. I don't think it's something that you want to highlight. I like it. as metal the way it is, but I know that can look kind of tacky. So we're gonna paint over it, but we don't know if we should make like a bright color that goes up, like a. In my mind, I'm thinking a coral color that runs up, because we're doing this color, which is really like a jade, sort of aqua jade, frosted jade is what they're calling it. So I'm trying to like do something cool because this is gonna be an Airbnb. But also I don't want to be tacky because people in this area, from all the other Airbnbs I've been looking at, they are more traditionally furnished with like traditional Americana furniture and look. So, but then again, I'm not afraid of stepping outside of the box. So I'm just not afraid of any of that. But the clients are not going to like it, which could affect or could not like it, and that could affect what we do, or if we stay in business or if we don't. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Ugly, from my standpoint. It's just ugly and different. So I'm having a light fixture, a chandelier that's gonna run right over here. From up, there's one up here, light fixture, but I'm gonna run it a little bit more in the middle, and I'll have it go right down there, like lower a little bit. So when you enter the house, you can see it right about there. So it's gonna look grand. I don't know how we're gonna pull it off with this monstrosity of a ductwork thing up there. So many holes in this place, but this is what the color that we're putting everywhere is gonna look like. There's some holes in the wall, of course, that we're gonna patch, and I'm still here patching. So I'll keep working on this, but I just wanted to show you guys just how much work we've done. Just a sneak peek, I should say, of how much work we've done since last time I went live in here. So yeah, this is the upstairs. It looks a lot better, believe me, than when we got it. That's for sure. But thanks guys for watching. See you on Saturday. I'm gonna go live on Saturday. We'll be painting here again, patching up some walls, and I'll go live so you guys can see our progress. Thanks again. Thanks for tuning in. All right, guys. All right, I'm gonna work on getting out of this. Let's see. There you go.